Becoming by Michelle Obama. Summary. Becoming, Michelle Obama's autobiography will inspire you to pursue your goals in spite of obstacles, negative feedback, and social norms. What you want to be when you grow up is one of the most pointless things an adult can ask a child, according to Michelle Obama, as if maturing has an end. Like you become something at some time, and that's the end. Not always as well known as she is now, Michelle Obama. She was Michelle Robinson before she became a lawyer, a working mother, and the 44th President of the United States First Lady. Michelle Obama offers a rare first-person account of her life while her family was residing in the White House in her book Becoming. She also discusses how her prior achievement was the result of her hard work. Michelle's mother encouraged her to succeed while she grew up in a Chicago area that was quickly losing its charm. She would study at top colleges as a result of her diligence, and she would grow to have a strong desire to assist others. Michelle believes that you can try to be your best and learn no matter how your world changes. Between 1950 and 1980, the South Side of Chicago had a significant demographic shift. 96% of its inhabitants were white in the 1950s. More than 90% of the population was black just 30 years later. Michelle Obama was born shortly before the period known as white flight, which refers to the widespread emigration of white people from areas that were growing more racially diverse and was first used in the 1950s. There were initially a lot of different people at her school. As Michelle grew, more of her affluent neighbors made the move to the suburbs and took their money with them. Schools and businesses in the neighborhood started to decline with the demographic transition. It didn't take long for dishonest real estate brokers to refer to the region as a ghetto. Michelle was fortunate to have a mother who supported her schooling while also volunteering in the community. Michelle complained to her mother about how miserable second grade was. Her mother listened as she outlined how the teacher was powerless to manage the mayhem in the classroom. Michelle soon passed the test and was placed in a third grade class with intelligent children. Looking back, she can see how important this was to her academic performance. Michelle's perseverance allowed her to enroll in an inclusive school with outstanding teachers and other top students who shared her talent. She persisted in working hard despite having doubts that she could succeed, particularly when she contrasted herself to the other academically successful students. She excelled by focusing on the task at hand and rapidly picking it up. According to the book Becoming, you should put yourself first and disregard what other people think. Michelle Obama had difficulties even though she was a member of the National Honor Society, served as the class's treasurer, and was on track to graduate in the top 10% of her class. "I'm not convinced you're Princeton material," a college advisor once told Obama during a meeting. In order to study alongside her older brother who was already there, Obama had intended to travel there. Instead of boosting Obama, the counselor just advised her to set a lower bar. But she didn't let this discourage her. She still applied, and she was accepted. Sometimes you just have to trust your instincts and go for the moon, ignoring the doubters. Obama rapidly discovered that having confidence in oneself can help you find people who genuinely trust in your potential to realize any dreams you may have. While most of the students at Princeton were white, Michelle became engaged with a group called Third World Global Center, TWC. The TWC assisted minority students. Here, Obama first met Annie Brasuel as a mentor who would help her succeed in college. Michelle Obama aspired to be a working mother like Brasuel in the future. She assisted Obama in starting an after-school program, provided helpful reading recommendations, and provided answers to inquiries. Throughout her time in college, Annie served as Obama's ideal role model and friend, setting the bar for her future achievement. Following her graduation from Princeton University, Michelle Obama and Robinson continued their education at Harvard University before working for a Chicago law company. There, she first met Barack Obama. Barack won Michelle over despite her early reservations, and they eventually got married. In a few years, the Obamas and their two daughters would become the first family and move into the White House. With top-secret security and new procedures for even the most basic aspects of living, The new presidential family felt as though they were in a completely different universe. Due to the numerous security measures in place, their traditional date night of supper and a show, for example, was no longer feasible. Michelle found it challenging to get involved since it is not acceptable for the First Lady to assume the role of an elected politician. Nevertheless, Michelle managed to remain true to herself despite the peculiar new environment she and her family were in. For instance, Michelle had a commitment to raising her girls, which she would not compromise. She assisted them in realizing that the White House was Sasha and Malia's home, where they were free to play and prepare their own snacks. In addition, Michelle created a garden and worked on programs to enhance school lunches all around the country. Her motivation to thrive academically and give back shone through. Michelle Obama always made an effort to make their world a better place, despite the fact that her family's circumstances made some elements of life a little more difficult. Whatever your political stance, Michelle Obama's life lessons can inspire you and show that the value of perseverance far outweighs any notion of natural skill.